Welcome to Charger World, everybody. Anybody having these issues with the Dodge Charger, you can hear it already. Also for Dodge too. What's up, everybody? I've been having a lot of problems with the Dodge Charger series that I've bought, the 2013 version. This is just the standard edition. And also I have the 1500, if you can see. But that has the Hemi in it. So I'm going to address a few transmission problems that's consistently happening on the Dodge Charger, and also battery problems with the alternator if your car is not working. That's an automatic fix for the recalls. But Charger problems are a totally different thing. The dealership didn't want to sit there and fix my transmission that we bought on the vehicle when it started going bad, maybe 3 years after we bought the vehicle. So the first issue was that the transmission was overheating, and that will send your car into automatic limp mode. So your first sign would be to look for leaks. I took the car to a few places to have them check for leaks. In the oil, that's what I thought it was at first. I thought it was an oil leak, but it was the transmission condenser. I'm sorry, the AC condenser. That's the first thing that was leaking. And nobody told me what that was. Nobody told me the issue. They all were saying the transmission was bad. But in the end, if the car still shifts fine, if you can shift in gears, or if you can hear engine rev when you start the car but it does not move, that could be your first sign. Check for a bad condenser. Don't look for a bad valve line. Just check for a bad condenser. If it's overheating or it's not running, it's going to be your first thing is going to be the check for the condenser. Check for leaks. Transmission fluid is red. If you can smell it burning, don't worry about it getting new transmission yet. You got to find out why the transmission is not getting fluid to the transmission. That's going to be your most important thing first before you waste a lot of money on getting a new transmission, just like we did. Luckily, I was able to do the transmission change myself, and just like I did the AC condenser change myself. AC condenser oil change is pretty easy. You can go to, I bought my car parts from Parts Geek. They're pretty good guys. Very reliable with the price. It's not going to be too crazy. So buy the condenser, change the condenser, see if that helps. If you have any leaks or if it's overheating to the transmission, that's going to be your main two things you need to figure out first. If the condenser is leaking, or if it's not getting, if the transmission is not getting transmission fluid. Okay, that's gonna be your first two problems. Second, a lot of people car go into limp mode, and your first thing that you should also do if it goes into limp mode before you freak out and take it to the dealership, go to Walmart and buy you a OBD reader, OBD2 reader. This is the one that I bought. HyperTouch. It was cheap. It was $50. Gives you everything you need. If you're seeing the ABS signs, it will sit there and clear your ABS signs. If you're getting incorrect gear ratios, it can work with your incorrect gear ratios if your car is just slipping. But before you sit there and clear any codes, just figure out what they're, see what they are first, and then check your car before you clear any codes. Because if they don't get fixed before you try to clear the codes, you're just going to have the same situation. Third, check your transmission fluid. That's a huge thing with this car. They're trying to sit there and change or stop you people from going into the transmission fluid line. But if you have a 2013 to 2015, I believe, or anything below 2015, you still have access to the transmission. Last thing to check for any issues with the Dodge Charger or Ram, but mainly Charger Challengers, would be to check your transmission filter. Okay, this is the simplest thing. That's one thing I did to get my transmission back up too. Change the transmission filter. Check it. See if you have any metal flakes. See if it's bad. That's gonna be your easiest sign. It's easy. You can get underneath there with a wrench. You need a torque bit, T30. Take it off. Let the transmission fluid drain. It will drain. Keep that transmission fluid. If it's not dark or burnt, keep that transmission fluid, because It's an unnecessary cost to sit there and throw that transmission fluid away if it's still good. You can get you a transmission filter and gasket over at, I bought mine from Napa's Auto Parts. They're pretty good too, for $20. So after I changed all these problems, the car was running completely fine. I didn't change the valve body like they want you to do and all the extra stuff they want you to do. Get you a new transmission first. Try these, check these first. Get back with me if you have any problems with changing the condenser. It's pretty simple. You do not need a mechanic to do this. You can do this. Yeah, just get back with me, guys. Any subscribers, please subscribe. Any help with anything, give me some messages to help out with anything you need. You know, that's what we do. So just let us know. Thank you.